it's at 1. You got to give me a countdown. My God, how am I going to get the perfect intro?
That's the running joke, is we'll never get a perfect intro.
We still don't even have any sort of fancy bat flip music video that plays either.
I know. What is that?
Damien.
Yeah.
No,
I got to do that. I got to do the bat flip podcast when the Orioles made their sign. I did that little 10-minute show with Damien, and we got an intro. It was great. Anyway, Hank, do the intro.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back. It's the Bat Flip Entertainment College Football Show presented by Bat Flip Entertainment. How about that? Was that good?
That was good, yeah.
Yeah, we have a sponsor.
Who are we presented by? Let's get presented by someone.
Sharon Moore.
Oh, I was about to say that.
Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, I'm your host, Hank, and I still have Cooper and Adam doing this with me every week, even though they wanted to not do it this week.
Okay. Bring up the receipts.
Let's say I got the DMs. That's not true.
Get out of my DMs, dude. All right. Pick heavy podcast this week. We got all the bowl games. Yeah. Picks preview. Hasn't been anything that's happened in the last week besides Navy winning the national championship.
Great game.
It was. Did I send you a picture of where I was sitting?
No.
3 rows from the top of the stadium. 3 rows.
You know what? Some stadiums, those are great seats.
Yeah. It wasn't terrible. We were in the middle of the end zone. Secret Service was right to my right. Got the rifles and everything. I was protected. But
that's great.
From the top of the stadium.
Most important game of the year.
It wasn't.
No other game has Secret Service.
Kind of. Sometimes.
Yeah.
The Steelers had Secret Service against the Jets last year.
That's true.
But also, it's just because Trump was there. It's the third game in the last year and a half I've been to with the president.
That is true.
I love going to the games with the president. He's a good buddy to hang out with.
Have a beer or two.
Yeah.
A Diet Coke. Have a Diet
He's
Coke
down there. He does his thing. We all clap. I mean, we're just hanging out.
You guys best friends?
Basically. I mean, I've seen him more than you two have the last year.
Last year, yeah. I've seen him a few times.
Steelers. He was at Army Navy last year. Army Navy this year. So, maybe he'll hire me.
You think?
Or maybe I can get him on the podcast.
Whatever you do, just don't go on a plane with him.
Okay.
We're getting him or Sharon Moore first.
Sharon.
I would say I think Sharon.
We got great shows coming up. We got Trump booked. We got Sharon Moore booked. Brian Kelly, maybe.
Possibly. Who knows?
The invites are out.
Anyone can come. They just gotta say yes.
Yeah.
Invites open.
Anyone. Literally anyone.
All right, Adam, you got a you got a list of the bowl games.
All right. We're gonna pick all of the bowl games that are not the CFP that are remaining as of Saturday morning.
All of them.
So large majority of them, yes. Okay. There have been some, but we went up to Friday night on the last show.
Do we count bowl games that include 5 and 7 teams, or did we pass all those already?
Bowl games are bowl games.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, Penn State's in a bowl game.
They're 6 and 6.
So, let anyone in these days.
You know who's not in a bowl game?
No, enlighten me.
Notre Dame.
Oh, that's true.
What's their issue? They weren't good enough.
Dude, they said over 20 people were going to sit out that game if they played.
LSU had half their team sit out a few years ago.
All right. Idaho Potato Bowl. Washington State versus Utah State. Utah State's favored by 1.5. Hank.
Utah State wins by 1. Just because Washington State loves to lose close games.
That's true. Cooper.
Washington State by 3.
Oh, I'm going Washington State by 1.
Interesting.
What? Bet Washington State.
Yeah.
Bush's Boca Raton Bowl.
Oh,
Toledo versus Toledo versus Louisville. Louisville is a 6.5 point favorite. Cooper.
Louisville.
Oh, me. I thought you were.
You would be next. Yeah, I'm gonna go last.
I'm gonna pick every MAC team and parlay all of them together. Toledo.
I'm also picking Toledo. I love Toledo. Toledo's gonna win. Toledo's gonna win this football game. Probably not. New Orleans Bowl. Western Kentucky versus Southern Miss. Western Kentucky's 5.5 point favorite. Hank.
I like the Western Kentucky. They were my sleeper for the playoff there for a little bit, but
they're always good. They're gonna be there one year. We're gonna get a Western Kentucky. Once we expand to 40 teams, they'll be in.
40.
If you signed a 4-star recruit, you are in the playoff.
Yeah.
Oh, West Virginia still wouldn't get in. Anyway, what?
I agree. Western Kentucky.
Western Kentucky. Yeah, Western Kentucky. Scooter's Coffee. Great coffee, by the way. If you got a Scooter's near you. Great coffee.
That's my favorite coffee.
Scooter's Coffee Frisco Bowl. I don't know what a Frisco is, but it's UNLV versus Ohio, the head coachless Ohio. UNLV favored by 6.5.
Don't drink alcohol, people.
It's true. Apparently after hours either. Cooper?
I've only seen one Scooter's Coffee in my entire life around here in Minnesota, and it's like in the most odd spot.
They all are.
Next to a Menards, like just totally off to the side. The smallest footprint ever. Anyways, I'll take Ohio.
It's a good story to get there. Yeah. Ohio.
All right, we're all going Ohio. Scooter, you know what? Scooter's unique drinks on their menu. I recommend it. You go to Scooter's.
I've never heard of this, so I'll definitely have to.
We just got one, Northern Indiana. They just started popping up. First one I ever went to was down in Amish Town, like always in the most random spot. Don't know.
I'll have to watch the bowl game. It's my favorite bowl game, but
yeah. Next bowl game is also Hank's favorite, the Hawaii Bowl on Christmas Eve. Cal versus Hawaii. Cal is a 1.5 favorite.
There's only one answer here.
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Yep. Yep. Let us down, Cooper. Just saying.
Hang on. Yeah.
No. Geez, you guys got low expectations of me. I will also say Hawaii.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Hawaii. Hawaii by 1 million. It's a home game.
Al-Haida's playing, right? At the hot dog.
So.
Mike.
I think so. I believe so. You better. They got great backups too. Game above, whatever game above is. Game above Sports Bowl.
My favorite.
Game above sports. What a... I love Game Above Sports. You should go to there. CMU, Central Michigan versus Northwestern. Northwestern's 10.5 point favorites for some reason. Cooper.
Northwestern.
Does Northwestern cover? You're gonna take? Would you take them to cover 10.5 though, Cooper?
You know what? Yeah, I would.
That might be the real question on this one.
They were there were a lot of games where they were sneaky good this year.
They played good teams pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Central Michigan's run heavy too.
Northwestern's just kind of a tough team, but I'm sticking with my MAC parlay.
Yeah, I'm also gonna take Northwestern in 5-0 ball game. Central Michigan covers.
It's a hockey score.
The next one.
If you're the Penguins, blow a 5-1 lead in the fourth period. Fourth period. Third
period.
Fourth period. Yeah.
Looking like a true football guy.
I was like, this is why we don't do a hockey podcast.
Turn into the Bat Flip Entertainment hockey show coming soon.
Yep. It'll be just me.
I really like Bedard. He's good and hurt.
I like Lemieux.
He's one of the 3 players I know.
Gretzky.
The rest, the Gretzky guy is pretty good, huh? Todd Pertuzzi still play? Probably not, huh?
Do you know who Connor McDavid is, Hank?
That's my favorite guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not part of the bit either. He actually is my. Outside of Sid, it's McDavid. He's the only athlete I've seen that just looks better than everyone else.
My God, there was a clip of him
person.
recently. Where he literally skates and like fast forward compared to everybody else.
It's incredible. I saw him when he came to Philly last year, and he looked like he was a senior playing against 6th graders.
Him and Nathan McKinnon are just 2 different breeds compared to everybody else.
True.
That's talking. That's hockey talk.
Yeah.
All right, we got the Rate Bowl. I don't know what rate is, but
guaranteed Rate Bowl.
I love Rate, so great. Go to Rate.
Keep the T in there.
Almost did it. New Mexico versus Minnesota. Minnesota's 2.5 point favorites.
Yeah, I already know there's only one answer to this.
Damn right. New Mexico, Hank.
Minnesota.
Thank you. Minnesota, 100%.
I will also pick Minnesota. Minnesota's winning that game. 2.5 point seems a little light, too.
Yes.
Serve Pro, First Responder Bowl. Sorry, voice crack. First Responder Bowl. We got the airport, Florida International, versus UTSA. UTSA is 9.5 point favorites. Hank?
UTSA road ran Tulane earlier this year, I believe it was, right?
Yes.
Beat them on that Friday night game. I'll take them because I don't think T.Y. Hilton's showing up for the airport anytime soon.
I'd agree. UTSA all the way.
Yeah, hard to pick against UTSA. Is UTSA cover 9.5?
Yeah, why not? You gotta have one blowout somewhere.
Yep, I'd say 9.5 UTSA.
We have no idea what transfers or sit-outs we have in any of these smaller games.
Sometimes it doesn't matter.
True.
Go bowling military bowl. Make sure to go bowling. Sure to go bowling with the military. Eat Shit Pitt versus ECU, Eastern Carolina. Pittsburgh 9.5 point favorites. Cooper.
ECU.
I like it.
Give me the Pirates.
Oh. All right, I'm going to take Pittsburgh because I have a brain. I'll say Pittsburgh doesn't cover, though.
That game doesn't matter to Narduzzi.
Oh, that's a good point. He can lose that one by 100.
Doesn't affect him at all.
Next bowl game, we got the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl in Yankee Stadium.
I love that one. That's my favorite.
This is a matchup for the century. Matchup of this just mint. Penn State versus Clemson.
Oh.
Clemson 3.5 point favorites. Hank.
You're going to figure out what you should do with a coach and what you shouldn't do. Give me Clemson.
Preseason, this matchup would have been like this.
This was a national championship pick for some people.
This was a playoff matchup. This is one that you can get a deal on now. Give me Penn State.
Penn State in Yankee Stadium. I'm gonna go by Clemson. I think Clemson wins by 1 million.
Is Klubnik playing?
It doesn't matter.
Don't doubt my man Grunkmeyer.
Just curious.
We getting Grunkmeyer versus Vecina.
Oh yeah,
Vizina. Yeah, that guy. Notre Dame snubbed from this one, the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
My favorite. Cookies and cream.
I actually missed one. I'm going to have to go back, but we'll do it anyway. Georgia Tech versus BYU. BYU's 4.5-point favorites. Cooper.
Cookies and cream.
That's
Pop-Tart.
a horrible. Yeah, name your favorite Pop-Tart.
Chocolate fudge first.
What's that one that's like
A Pop-Tart.
it's like a shut up. It's like a berry flavor, but it's got like purple and like
God.
Blueberry?
No, it's not a basic
Strawberry?
flavor.
Wild berry.
Yeah, that's the one. I love wild berry.
If you're eating sugary stuff, it has to have chocolate in it.
No, it doesn't.
Is it? You eat fruit if you want that. That's dumb. You don't get wild berry.
You're not like Gushers or like fruit snacks or like stuff
No.
like that.
Gummy worms. That's it. And it has to be the worms.
Whatever. What's your favorite, Adam?
I like that like cinnamon one.
I was gonna say he's a brown sugar and cinnamon guy through and through.
Yeah, brown sugar
Suspect.
cinnamon.
That's very suspect.
I love brown sugar cinnamon. What's suspect about brown sugar cinnamon?
That's worse than fruit. That's when you start to know you have a problem.
Thank consolation. I haven't had one in about 3 years. I might go to the store after this and get them.
I have some in my cupboard.
You can
right
watch
now.
it while, or you can eat them while you're watching Notre Dame in the. Oh,
Do you guys heat up your Pop-Tarts before you eat them,
No.
or do you like them plain?
I didn't used to, and then I toasted it once, and it's quite a difference.
Are toasted strudels better?
Oh,
These are the important questions.
I think so.
if they-
Yeah.
2 packets of icing.
Oh, you're 2 packets of icing guy.
Yeah, give me all of it.
you like that extra
Smother
icing,
me.
don't you?
Smother me.
Get it? I get. just create a pool of icing on there, huh?
Uh-huh.
Pause.
All right, anyway, I'm picking BYU.
Who you got, Cooper?
I don't even remember who the other team was.
It's BYU and Georgia Tech.
Is Haynes King playing in this game? Anybody know?
King
I
is
don't know.
always playing.
He should
Haynes
be.
King will still be playing for Georgia Tech next year, even though he got drafted in the 7th round by the Colts.
He'll just show up on Saturdays just to run.
Right.
Georgia Tech.
I have
Yes,
BYU
Haynes King is
rolling
playing.
them.
Haynes King is playing. I'm going Georgia Tech.
BYU by 21.
Man, Bear versus this is a must-watch game, honestly.
It could be
Bear
played in
versus Haynes
between the
King.
tackles. If you want to see what
Absolutely.
1950s football looked like, tune in.
Haynes King left, Haynes King's right. Wasabi Fenway Bowl at Fenway Park. UConn versus Army. Army is 9.5-point favorites. Hank.
I've seen Army blow multiple games this year in unfathomable ways. That being said, Jim Moore is gone. Give me Army.
This is kind of a weird one. Cooper.
Yeah, if Jim Moore was still there, I might take UConn.
Do they still have other players? Like, is Fagnano still slinging it over there? Is he in the portal? Who the hell knows? You don't come to us for news. Come to us for Pop-Tarts
Mm-hmm.
And hockey.
and hockey. Cooper.
I'll still go with UConn in this one.
Do you hate the military?
That's not American, bro.
No.
Maybe
No,
if
I
it was Army versus like Russia or something. Yeah.
I just really like dogs.
Yeah. You big fan of Fagnano?
Why'd you pick Boise State then?
We didn't. What?
Last week, didn't you pick Boise State to beat Washington?
I don't even remember. No, I'm pretty
does.
sure I would have picked Washington. And that
This entire time, Cooper's just been out here picking games based on their mascots.
Yeah.
It works for some people.
I was gonna say maybe it works. You don't know.
I don't hate America, unlike Cooper. Take Army. Army does not cover though. Army wins though. Go America.
I don't think UConn will move the ball. That Army's defense is pretty good.
They're no Tarleton State.
No, I'm still confused by that game, but Caleb Fortner is very good.
Snoop Dogg, Arizona Bowl.
My favorite.
Wait,
Snoop.
for real?
D-O-double-G, Cooper.
Yeah.
Good. What are these sponsors, dude?
Snoop Dogg, Arizona Bowl. Miami of Ohio versus Fresno State. Fresno State's 4.5-point favorite. I don't know who I picked last, but Hank's going to pick this one.
Miami of Ohio.
I agree. Miami of Ohio.
Miami of Ohio.
Snoop Dogg.
It is... is Letta?
Okay.
It's supposed to be... Is Ieta? Is it Letta? New Mexico Bowl. No, not Vince. Is Letta? That's what I don't know. That's what it says.
I love New Mexico. It's one of my favorites.
Make sure to go to Isleta, whatever that is. Get some. Hold on. All right, hold on. Isleta. Is it a casino? Oh, it's a golf course.
There we go.
No, bowl game. No, we gotta find out what Isleta is before we pick this game.
At least give us a team.
Someone ask AI. Still, I googled it. Still no answer. Still don't know what Isleta is. North Texas versus San Diego State. Good matchup. North Texas 3.5 favorites.
Cooper. North Texas
Cooper.
by a million.
Is Mestamaker? Did he transfer yet?
Not that
Did I see a thing that he was staying? He already announced he was staying with North. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, but
I'll take North Texas.
North Texas
it does say to reportedly transfer.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Plans to enter transfer portal.
Never mind. Give me San Diego State. Tune into our transfer.
We might be jumping the gun on Mestamaker there. He had one game that he threw for like 600 yards against whoever.
He's going to make an ACC team really happy.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like
Boston
Wake Forest
College.
is going to... Wake Forest, Boston College, you know, they're going to love him.
Maybe old Chapel Bill.
Ooh. Maybe old James Franklin. Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Get your taxes ready at Tax Slayer.
Love Gators.
Virginia and Missouri. Missouri is a 7-point favorite. Hank.
Mizzou.
Cooper.
Virginia's the most untrustworthy team. Give me Missouri.
Give me Virginia. You pick against SEC teams in bowl games.
Not a bad point.
Because, you know, best conference out there, even though
because they have NFL
every bowl season
players.
rolls around. Right. Missouri has a lot of those. Look, we do this every bowl season. I'm gonna pick against every SEC team. They'll probably go like 5-5 in bowl games or however many freaking games they have. Kinder's Texas Bowl, another SEC game.
It's my favorite.
LSU versus Houston. Houston's a 3-point favorite. Interestingly enough.
I don't know who's sitting out that one, but I still like Houston.
You good?
Yeah, I just dropped my ring.
Cooper.
I will also take Houston.
Yeah, I'm going to take Houston too. I think Houston's actually a good team. Take them to cover. We got the J-Lab Birmingham Bowl.
Oh, right down the street from Matt.
Georgia Southern.
It's his favorite.
It's his favorite. Tune into the Batflip podcast. Georgia Southern versus Appalachian State. Georgia Southern is a 7-point favorite. Cooper.
I don't fucking know. Give me Georgia Southern.
Big Georgia Southern guy.
I've not seen anything of either of these teams all year.
App State.
App State. No, I'm going Georgia Southern. App State sucks.
App State has a coach that passed away, so they might have that bump.
I'm picking App State.
It happened like 3 months ago, but I'll still take the bump.
You know what? You gotta take that. They're playing for that guy. Oh, where am I at? Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl.
Oh, my favorite.
Get your Radiance Technologies. Coastal Carolina and Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech is 9.5-point favorites over Coastal.
I think Louisiana Tech was an underrated team all year. I'll take them.
Take them to cover?
I might take them to cover. I think the Shants kind of struggled through this year. Just kind of limped through to a 6-6. It is 6-6, right? Not 7-5. Does it show that?
Not on my sheet.
All
I'll take your word for it, though.
Pretty sure they're 6-6.
Cooper.
I would love to know how much it is to actually sponsor one of these bowls. Like how much money it is.
Ask Radiance Technologies.
Because like these are the most random ass sponsors I've ever heard. Like these companies I've never heard of before. There's no like Target or Walmart or Home Depot, something that you actually recognize. Anyways, I'll take Louisiana Tech.
I'm gonna pick Coastal. They're the cool team.
Every pick from here on out that you make for the rest of the time that we do this podcast, go on some old man rant before it, and then just be like, "Anyway, I'm taking this."
You know, I was just gonna do that without pointing it out, but now you ruined the joke. I'm just not gonna do it.
Back in my day, it was just the Independence Bowl. Damn it.
Yeah.
Liberty Mutual. Liberty Bibberty. Music City Bowl.
My favorite.
Tennessee versus Illinois. Tennessee is a 2.5-point favorite. Cooper.
At least I recognize this sponsor. Anyways, I'll take Illinois.
Liberty Bibberty.
I got the Vols.
Picking against the SEC. Let's go to Illinois. Valero Alamo Bowl.
Love that one. RG3.
Back in my day, it was just the Alamo Bowl.
No, it's always been the Valero Alamo Bowl.
Not in my day, it wasn't. We got USC versus TCU. USC, 3.5-point favorites. I think USC is going to be missing a lot of their a lot of talent for this one.
TCU.
Palermo sounds like a disease.
It's Valero.
Oh, Valero. It still sounds like some like STD or something.
What is Valero?
They got to change that
station.
Not around here. It isn't.
Anyways, I'll take USC.
Oil company gas station.
If anyone know, it would be you. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Just FUSC. I'll pick TCU. ReliaQuest Bowl.
ReliaQuest.
ReliaQuest Bowl.
My favorite.
Back in my day, it was just the bowl. Iowa.
The bowl.
Iowa versus Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's 5.5-point favorite. I'm pretty sure Pavia's playing this one too, isn't he? Pavia don't sit out. I don't know. Hank, pick who you want.
Diego Pavia.
Cooper.
Same.
Yeah, gotta get pissing Pavia. Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
I love the Sun Bowl. It's my favorite. It's on CBS. It might be the only game on CBS, bowl game on CBS.
And I have great memories of watching a Sun Bowl. Notre Dame beat Miami in a Sun Bowl back in the day. Tommy Reese, I think.
When they were 7-5.
Oh, great years. That's Pretty natty. Pretty natty here. Tony Tiger Sun Bowl, Arizona State versus Duke. Duke is 2.5-point favorites. Cooper.
Tony the Tiger, isn't that the mascot for Frosted Flakes?
They're great.
Why
just
wouldn't
use the tiger?
Why wouldn't they just call it the Frosted Flakes Bowl?
Because Tony the Tiger rolls off the tongue better.
Frosted Flakes Sun Bowl sounds a lot easier or makes more sense.
Why don't we just go General Mills Sun Bowl?
Yeah.
Well, no, because Duke.
Isn't it Kellogg's?
It might be.
Actually, yeah, it is. Yeah. That exactly, yeah. Kellogg's Sun Bowl.
It might.
That sounds way better.
You got to look it up.
Yeah, but Tony the Tiger's cooler.
Arizona State. I don't know why Duke's favored.
Coming off that big ACC championship win.
Yeah, they were robbed of the playoff. Arizona State. For sure. Cheez-It. Citrus Bowl.
Love that one. My favorite. I love Cheez-Its.
Back in the day, it was the Citrus Bowl, I think, right?
It actually didn't exist for a while. And then they brought it back as part of the New Year's Six.
Damn. Michigan versus Texas. Texas is 7.5-point favorite. No Sharon Moore for this game.
Oh, he's not coaching?
No. Breaking news.
Oof. That changes my pick.
Hey, who you got?
Texas.
Texas cover?
Yeah. Double that.
Yeah. Cooper.
I haven't had Cheez-Its in so long. Like, it's been literally like probably a year and more than a year since I've had Cheez-Its.
I just looked.
It's always that thing.
Cabinet.
It's always that thing that like you'd be walking down the aisles at the grocery store and you see it and be like, man, I haven't had Cheez-Its in a long time. But then you're like, I don't need to buy it. Like, it's just, I'll get it next time, or like, I don't need to buy those.
Or just get some like chips because Cheez-Its
at that point, exactly. At that point, you might as well just buy chips.
Doritos are right there.
You know what the trick is? You cannot eat only one Cheez-It. One Cheez-It tastes terrible. You have to eat like 7 of them at a time.
You just have to become numb.
Cheez-It.
So many that just
Try it next time. Eat one Cheez-It. Tell me if you like it, and then eat 8 of them and tell me if you like that.
Is it kind of like Flamin' Hot Cheetos where
I've never had those.
Oh, see, that's how they are for me. I gotta have like a handful of them, and then they're actually good for some reason.
I don't even think it's more so like a taste thing to eat one Cheez-It. I think it would just feel so stupid to eat one. Like, you pick up a box, you'd open the bag, you take one square out and you eat it, and then you put the box back. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Just wait like a minute and then put 8 in your mouth.
Do it.
I don't feel like the taste would be that different.
Great trick too, by the way. If you do buy Cheez-Its, buy the reduced fat Cheez-Its. Sounds lame, but they taste better.
Really?
I don't know why. They just taste better. They're like a little more burnt, kind of. Like, I don't know.
Oh, so they just fucked up on them. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, they take all the fucked up Cheez-Its and put them in the reduced fat ones that they overcook, but they taste better. Cheez-It Grooves, also way better than regular Cheez-Its. The Cheez-It, what the baked ones, you get like the big ass bag, and then it's like $7 because it costs more to bake them for some reason.
Do you like the white
also
cheddar ones?
No, those are ass.
Thank you. Okay, I glad
anything that's not the regular is awful.
Yeah.
No, I get this thing of Chex Mix every year that family member makes, and it always puts white Cheez-Its in there. It ruins it. I have to eat around them, throw them out. Who you got, Cooper?
Anyways, Mission is going to summon the spirit of Sharon Moore, and they're going to win.
May you rest in peace. I'm also picking Michigan because the SEC sucks in bowl games. SRS Distribution, Las Vegas Bowl.
My favorite.
get your distribution needs at SRS. Nebraska versus Utah. Utah is 16.5-point favorites.
Rayola just transferred, so
He wasn't playing anyway.
was he not?
He's hurt, wasn't he?
Oh, you're right. Forgot about that.
Mahomes copier. He had to get hurt too, even though he did it first. Cooper.
I will take Utah.
Yeah. Utah cover.
Utah.
Yes.
Utah cover.
Utah rolls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Utah wins this by 30. Utah's a good team. Should have been ahead of Miami. Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. Lockheed Martin Air Force Armed Forces Bowl.
It's my favorite. It is played right in the backyard down there at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium.
Get your armed forces at Lockheed Martin.
And it's not played at all in Annapolis, actually. It's in Fort Worth. Who knew?
I knew that because it's right in front of me. Rice versus Texas State.
Which one's played at in Annapolis?
The other one.
The Military Bowl?
Might be one coming up.
Give me Texas State. I don't know why Rice is even in a bowl game.
Rice is awesome. They run the option. Cooper.
Lockheed Martin, is that what you said?
Lockheed Martin.
What is that?
Dude, they make guns and stuff. They make.
They're an ammunition or weapons thing, a defense company.
I've never heard of them before.
Military. Do you not watch the America Parade? They sponsored the whole thing.
It's a government thing.
I don't even know what the American Parade is.
I don't even know why they sponsor a bowl game.
Is the American Parade during 4th of July or something?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, well, that would make sense.
Trump was there.
That would also make sense. That he would
Hank's
be
best friend. Hank was probably there too.
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take Texas State.
Give me Rice. Rice is going to run the option all over him. AutoZone Liberty Bowl.
Favorite?
I wonder who Hank's going to pick in this one. We got Navy versus Cincinnati. Navy is a 7-point favorite over the Sorsby-less Cincinnati.
Go
Hank.
Roll Goats.
Roll Goats, Cooper.
Navy.
Yep, Roll Goats. Feels weird to say
Horvath's last game.
Oh, he's going to put on a show. Or he gets drafted in the first round.
We might look back at this, and I know Keenan Reynolds I believe he still holds the record for rushing TDs in college football history. And widely regarded as like maybe the second best Navy player of all time, because Staubach did play there. Then I think you just default to him. Blake Horvath might be the best player they've had all around. We'll see what people think in 20 years, but Mark,
Blake Horvath could play quarterback at a lot of teams. That's the thing, right? He's not just like I put him in that. I mean, Haynes King exists. I don't know. I feel like he could play quarterback for a lot of teams.
We've been waiting for another Taysom Hill to pop up in the NFL.
He's a little undersized for that.
Wide receiver.
Horvath's a little small.
I feel like either one of them could, maybe not exactly like him, but play a role like that for some NFL team.
Haynes King more likely than Horvath, but I want Horvath to go for 200 and 200.
Still mad I got robbed out of seeing Horvath play this year.
Oh, you were at that game, weren't you?
Yeah.
Like
literally
before the game.
Yeah, literally, we're sitting in the corner. We're a couple rows up from the field, and Horvath's warming up right in front of us.
I was gonna say,
and I get a text from Damien saying, "Hey, Horvath isn't playing," and I literally take my phone and take a picture of him right in front of me, and I'm like, "What do you mean? He's right in front of me and Pat warming up." And it's sure as shit. Oh, Horvath didn't play. Okay, whatever. Trust and Will Holiday Bowl.
Oh, love it. Love it. One of my favorites.
Arizona versus SMU. Let's go Cooper. Zona's 3-point favorites.
What was the sponsor you said again?
Trust and Will is what I'm seeing.
Is that if that's your favorite, Hank? Then what the hell is trust and will?
I'm guessing that has something to do with underwriting wills.
That would make sense.
Estates. Something to do with estates.
I thought you were for sure going to say it has something to do with holidays.
No.
Because it's the holiday bowl.
Create your will or trust with the platform built to evolve, protecting your loved ones today, tomorrow, and beyond.
Wow.
Test me again. You got any more brain busters there? Use some context clues, Cooper.
Yeah, sure. What's SRS distribution?
I was going to ask that too.
Drive trucks, obviously.
What are they
trust.
disputing?
Ooh.
Anything.
Trust and Will is an online service providing legal forms and information. We are not a law firm. We do not provide legal advice, and the online forms we provide are not substitute for advice or services of an attorney. All right. There you go. The real question's answered.
Basically, they're like, hey, we're here if you need us, but we can't really do much for you.
Here's the form.
Yes. We can provide the piece of paper with the writing on it. And we use SRS disputing to get it to you.
There you go.
And you can eat some Cheez-Its.
We started our day with some Tony the Tiger Frosted Flakes.
Mm-hmm. SMU.
Yeah. Hank, did you pick? I don't even remember.
No,
Where were we?
Pick Arizona though. I think they're pretty good.
I'm gonna go with SMU. You know, they beat Miami, so they really should have been one spot ahead of them in the playoff, despite their other two losses. Duke's Mayo Bowl, Wake Forest versus Mississippi State. Mississippi State's 4-point favorites.
I can say this is my favorite.
Oh yeah.
You do.
Wonder why? Hang on.
You do love the Mayo Bowl. I hope he still got a jar of mayo from last year's Mayo Bowl.
Look at that racing setup back there.
I know. He's so slow though.
That's crazy, and he can't win.
Ask him what he did last night.
What he did? Oh no.
Yeah. Ask him how he did.
Hey, how'd you do last night?
I fucked up. I thought I still had Duke's mayo in my house, but I don't.
Oh, he's gonna go pour mayo on himself. We were gonna get a whole.
I was about to go grab. Oh,
do you have any other mayo?
I have other mayo. Do you want me to go get it? I'm not gonna pour it on myself.
No, only if you were gonna pour it on yourself.
Hey Cooper, what happened last night?
What do you mean?
How'd you do?
In what?
Your rooms.
What?
How'd you do last night?
He saw your racing setup when you got up. He wanted to know how you did in the race last night.
I wasn't thrilled about it. I was begging for a caution at the end.
Why'd you need a caution, Cooper?
Because I crashed. I took a fast repair, and then I went and had new tires compared to other people, and I just sat and basically paced around waiting for a caution, saving my tires.
How'd you crash?
Damn, man.
I lost control. How deep do you want me to get here?
If you're looking for if you're into iRacing, you're looking for a great iRacing league, look up ASCAR. These guys are great. The ASCAR guys. Don't go to OSCA. Fuck them. Duke's Mayo Bowl, Wake Forest versus Mississippi State. Just a little refresher. 4-point favorites for Mississippi State.
Mississippi State shouldn't be playing. What? They're favored.
They are favored, yes.
They shouldn't even be in a bowl game, and they're favored.
SEC, bro.
Wake Forest.
It would be such a bowl thing to see a team that, in Hank's words, should not be favored or in a bowl game win a bowl game.
They shouldn't. They're 5-7.
Therefore, Mississippi State will win the bowl game.
Wake Forest will win this football game. Stay wake. Wake. All right, that's everything.
Those are the regular ones.
Those are the regular bowl games. Now to the important ones.
Let's preview a little bit what we got here. What is it? Tomorrow, 8 p.m., Bama at Oklahoma. Oklahoma is 1.5 point favorite. Weird line, 39.5 over under. I'm not entirely sure why. I mean, OU plays a disgusting brand of football. 39.5 still seems a little bit low. Adam, what do you like and not like about that game?
I hate everything about this game. Both these teams suck. There's like 4 or 5 teams out of the playoffs I'd rather see playing than them. I get why OU's in. They deserve it. You know, they won some games. Alabama's.
You're a Mateer guy.
Yeah, well, I do like Mateer. I will say Mateer getting some time to rest here might be maybe a little good thing they're not really talking about for this game, but little chance to heal up some more. But man, this is like the least exciting first round you could have come up with. This sucks.
You sound depressed.
This sucks. I'm depressed that I'm not watching my team, and then I'm depressed that I have to turn around and watch Alabama and Oklahoma again. Mm-hmm. Why? Alabama shouldn't be in. Oklahoma's not a top 12 team, but they deserved it. Fine. Whatever.
Cooper, your thoughts?
I can say for sure that the SEC as a whole has felt like just the most odd conference as far as like the, higher end conferences, in the sense that it seems like week to week, Georgia, Alabama, Oklahoma, LSU, most of the top teams in that conference, it seems like one week they look amazing, and then the next week they look abysmally awful. There's no consistency amongst any of them. And that's why, like, this game is, I'm honestly not too surprised that the line is, 39.5, because they're both not great teams, to Adam's point. Alabama showed that at the SEC championship, how bad they are. And Oklahoma is, they had struggles. They fucking lost to Texas pretty bad earlier this year too. So.
Yeah, this game could be BYU Notre Dame. Just saying.
There's a few things with this, analytically speaking or statistically speaking. Alabama is 117th in the country in rushing. OU's got the 5th best rush defense. And that's been something that's bit Alabama all year, is not being able to run the ball to sort of offset anything. They had 80 rush yards against Oklahoma when they played last. In all honesty, I mean, Alabama kind of dominated that game. They just had, like, it was just untimely things. 3 turnovers didn't help. They doubled them up in yardage, doubled them up in pretty much everything else. So, despite a lackluster rushing effort from Alabama, Oklahoma's offense has left something to be desired for a few months at this point. Pretty much ever since Mateer got hurt. So, take from that what you will.
We have been saying all year that Alabama is completely relying on Ty Simpson to push that offense down the field.
Mm-hmm.
And it's if he plays well, then they're going to do well. And if he does not, then they're going to struggle.
Yeah. It's a big game against a team not named Georgia. I think you see Bama move on.
It would be
pick them with this as we preview the games.
Yeah, let's preview it. Yeah, let's preview it, then we can pick it. I like it. We'll fill out a bracket with majority as we go on and see what our picks look like at the end there. But so, Hank's got Bama.
I got Bama.
You got Cooper.
It would be such an SEC thing to match the year that Alabama would get destroyed in the SEC championship game and then end up winning this game. So I agree. I'm taking Bama.
Yeah, that was actually going to be my point exactly. Alabama's going to win this game because we can't have nice things. It's just Alabama's going to win, and then so the committee can sit there back. So see, and then they'll hopefully get boat raced by Indiana. But
the problem is how we rank these teams. To be honest, no, Oklahoma beat them because Bama had 3 turnovers. That's really what it is. Yes, head-to-head matters, but they both had 2 losses. That's why OU's ahead of Bama. Otherwise, it'd be the other way.
Yeah.
And OU wouldn't be in the playoff.
Oklahoma at home might matter. I mean, I'll be pulling for Oklahoma. I want to see John Mateer versus Indiana. I think that'll be a fun game. Be a lot more fun than Alabama moving on.
Yeah. All right. Our next game, I believe this is the noon game on Saturday. It is Miami at A&M. A&M is only a 3.5-point favorite, which I find odd. And over-under is 48.5. Cooper, thoughts on this one?
I'm not a fan of Miami getting in. We talked about it previously. Don't feel like, I mean, to the point about talking about Alabama probably shouldn't be in earlier. I agree that Miami probably shouldn't be in either. So this is kind of it's a tough game in the sense that I feel like A&M also at the same time, they've looked great throughout the season, but there's this weird element of feeling like it might be kind of a faker team a little bit. So it might actually be a lot better game than we might have thought a couple weeks ago. So I'm actually pretty interested to watch this one.
Adam?
Yeah, this might be the one. This okay, I don't want to say might. This is the one interesting game, I would say, in the first round. You like you said, you don't know what you're going to get from either team. Is Texas A&M actually really that good? You know, they're top 3 team like all season, and they didn't really play anybody, and then they lose.
The easy schedule.
They had a really easy SEC schedule, extremely easy. Then Miami, on the other hand, had those 2 really bad losses, but then seemed to get it back together. You know, what kind of Miami team are we going to get in that game? You know, is Carson Beck on the road in a crazy environment? How's that going to, you know, is he going to get rattled? If they start getting to him, is he going to start throwing picks? Probably. But it'll be an interesting game. Really funny game as a Notre Dame fan, watching the 2 teams that beat you play each other. I guess it's kind of funny.
Which one's better?
I guess. Sure.
2 things on this one. Miami might have the best defensive line in the country. I think we've touched on that a few times. A&M doesn't really force turnovers either. And they turn the ball over at a pretty decent clip. Miami, despite Carson Beck's, 4 or 5 interception performance against Louisville, they don't have too many turnovers that I can see, at least. They seem to be all right there. I think those are 2 big things. You get a pass rush, and you're playing in a shootout game, and you don't turn the ball over while the other team kind of does. I'll take Miami in that one to pull the upset, because I also think A&M did play the weak SEC schedule. I think they were kind of shadowed or blinded by a weak schedule and a one good performance against Notre Dame on the road in a shootout. I mean, we chastised Texas all year, right? And their loss was to Texas.
Yeah, fair point. I'll go ahead, Cooper.
Despite A&M's extremely easy schedule where they faced all of the bottom teams within the SEC, I still would rather trust A&M against Miami, especially with Carson Beck on the other side of the ball in a high-pressure situation like this, where I feel like you said, might have not had a lot of turnovers as a team, but I feel like these are the types of games where Carson might really struggle. And are you going to make a point?
Yeah, I want to know, and this has been a thing now for a year and a half. The Carson Beck issues. Where did they come from? Where is the hate on Carson Beck coming from?
It's the trending of more like it seems like year after year, the trend has been upwards on the interceptions he's been throwing. And it does not really seem like, especially now that he's gotten away from Georgia, it kind of seems like it's becoming more of an issue. And I feel like, again, in like a high pressure environment like this, it might really flare up.
Yeah, key situations at Georgia. Very interception prone. Came into Miami, did the same thing this year. You saw in the first game of the season where Notre Dame did not get any pressure on him, and he had all day to throw, and he made no mistakes. You get pressure on him, he makes mistakes. As far as I guess I got the tiebreaker here. I think Miami winning would make a lot of sense to keep my depression going. But I'm gonna pick A&M just for the matchup. Home game, A&M's home environment is crazy.
It is.
I'll give A&M the edge here.
All right, A&M moves on then.
A&M moves on.
I'm the only one that's not absolutely blasting Carson Beck about interceptions.
I guess not.
You can die on that hill. Plenty of people have.
I don't think he. Have a great year last year, but I think it was 10 interceptions.
It's not really the
same
number.
game.
It's not really the number. It's when they happen.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. I'll do that. I'll take that explanation over just the throwing of them.
Yeah.
That'd be different. All right. Next one. Tulane at Ole Miss. Ole Miss without Lane Kiffin. 17.5-point favorite. Over under 56.5. It's a pretty high line. Adam, thoughts? Summerall still with Tulane.
Yeah, if we're gonna get an upset, I think it'll be this game.
It's a rematch,
even
by
though
the way.
it is a rematch, and Tulane did not look good in that first one. Love how we're getting 2 rematches in the first round. Bravo. If there's an opportunity for an upset, it's this game. It's Ole Miss not having their head coach. Do I think that'll really matter? Probably not, but it's worth watching. Hey, maybe something cool will happen. Maybe one of these 2 group of 5 teams that everyone's been bashing can pull off an upset.
Cooper.
I still am going to die on this hill that I think it's ridiculous that we can have a guy like Summerall continue to coach at Tulane, even though we know he's taking another job. But Ole Miss was petty enough to just tell Lane Kiffin to kick rocks and not let him finish the season. To me, that's the biggest takeaway from this. I don't think this. I mean, I kind of think the line is a bit generous. Only being 17.5, it probably should be more.
Ole Miss won by 35 in September.
Yeah. And to me, like, there's a part of it is like, how are the kids going to handle losing Lane? Are they going to handle it in the sense of like, well, Lane's gone, so now we got no shot at the playoffs, so they'll be down on themselves? Or are they going to turn around and say, we're going to make the best out of this as we can, and we don't care that Lane's here or not. We're going to play our hearts out, and if anything, play even harder. It'll be a very interesting game for sure. I don't really feel like this is going to be a chance at an upset, though. I don't think there's a chance.
I don't either. I love including what you would consider mid-major teams in basketball, your G5 teams with this, your good G5 teams. I was a big proponent in the 14 playoff of getting Cincinnati into that. And they probably were a year too late on it. I think they should have been in the year before they actually got in. A lot of people were against that, but I do actually feel like Cincinnati held their own against Alabama in that game. They didn't lose by any more or less than any other semifinal game was there. I don't think you can make an argument that they didn't belong in that playoff. That being said, Cincinnati had gone undefeated for almost 2 straight years at that point. These G5 teams now are not what those Cincinnati teams were. Tulane lost to UTSA. You already have a data point against Ole Miss losing by 35. I think Navy's better than Tulane. I think if they played each other, Navy would have beat Tulane. And Navy got rolled by Notre Dame in what I thought was possibly their best chance to beat Notre Dame in the last 15 years. So I think there's still a huge gap between a G5 team and one of these top 10 teams. So I think Ole Miss covers easily in that game. And it's not even close. And that kind of goes for the next one there too, the JMU and Oregon. Oregon's 21-point favorite over under 47.5. Oregon might have that at halftime. Any other extra credit thoughts there on that game?
Man, I will just leave that little nugget out there that there was a game earlier this year that Ole Miss should have lost. That they didn't, to a de facto group of 5 team. They sometimes play down. I doubt it would happen in a playoff. I feel like that team's gonna be motivated, but I don't think any of us are gonna pick Tulane. So
no, I got Mississippi.
Yeah, we both picked Ole Miss.
Yep. All right.
Before we move past the JMU one, I do want to say I have a bad feeling that to the point about it may flare up more in this Oregon JMU game because JMU had a very easy schedule.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. Did you guys want to touch on this game anymore? Was there any more?
Oh, well, I wasn't done with the last game, Hank. So damn.
Oh,
right.
Go ahead.
No,
we're
good.
On Tulane,
no. The first time you asked. No, Oregon JMU. Cooper, you're making a point. Go ahead.
Yeah. The point I was going to make, though, is I have a bad feeling that a lot of people, I guess talking heads is like the term you would use here, but just like people that you'll hear on ESPN and Fox, I have a bad feeling that these games are going to spark conversation to exclude those G5 schools from being in the playoff if they are not top 12. Because I have a bad feeling that Oregon and Ole Miss are going to destroy Tulane and JMU, and it's going to spark the conversation of these teams are just longer buys, and they're not, we want to include everybody, but we should be including the best teams. And then the conversation is going to be, well, it could have been BYU and Notre Dame in this instead of JMU and Bama or JMU and Tulane, and it's going to be that it might happen where if these G5 schools get blown out as badly as we think they are, the conversation is going to start. They might keep it going into the next playoff next year, but if this continues, then they'll be excluded soon enough.
Yeah, I don't think you should completely exclude, but I think you might want to limit it to one G5 team that either gets where they're ranked or they're seeded 12th every year. I don't want to completely exclude them because on the off year that they do get an upset and it puts something back in that program or into mid-major programs like that. I think that's a good thing for college football if you keep putting them in there and they get destroyed every year. It is what it is. We'd still put 4 16 seeds in the NCAA tournament every year. What's the difference?
And I just thought of this too with the Pac-12 coming back. That also might happen.
Well, what you're gonna see is you're gonna start to get this thing's gonna change that your big conferences get automatic bids. There's gonna be 6 bowl games. We played this. You get automatic bids. You got 4 or 5 bowl games set aside. Big 10 plays the Pac-12, Pac-10, Pac whatever. SEC plays in the Sugar Bowl. Big East doesn't really have a bowl. West Virginia just beats everyone. We called that the BCS. It was the best system that we had. It almost nearly got it right 100% of the time.
Yeah.
But you're going to start to see bowl tie-ins back to this again. I think you're going to see automatic bids that are tied to conferences, not leave it open-ended the way that
some teams can just finish in the top 12 and automatically get one too.
Another BCS thing we had there. Except we had that the top 15.
You know, it should be that anyway. So maybe they'll do that. It's just the same as winning a conference championship, right?
Yeah. What's your thoughts though, Cooper? You still think we should? I assume you think we should still include the group of 5 in some way, form, or fashion.
Yeah. Like if you still sit there and if there is a group of 5 team that is better than some Pac-12 team going to next year or some Big 12 team, you know, like if you feel like there's one of those G5 teams that are actually better and they do look better and they're ranked higher, then yeah, obviously they should be included. This year's kind of an odd year, obviously with the ACC championship being all screwed up with Virginia losing to Duke. Because that would have, one of those spots would have been Virginia. And
which so still probably isn't much better.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, Virginia was one of, like I said it earlier, Virginia was one of the most faker teams I thought of out there that would have made it. I mean, they were struggling against North Carolina earlier this year and almost lost. So it's tough because, again, this goes into a bigger conversation of like, you add this many teams, you're going to have a bunch of guys at the back end of that of the top 12. They're going to make it into the playoffs that are inevitably not going to be, legit contenders, regardless of however you do it and whoever gets in.
Yeah, I'll still sit on the hill there of keeping a G5 team. Maybe you change it a little bit. Like you can only have one. Maybe if they have more than one loss, or if that loss is to a Power 4 school, something like that, where they're undefeated in non-Power 4 games. Something that makes it very obvious that they can compete. I don't think they need to compete with 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think they need to be competitive with 8, 9, and 10.
Yeah.
And when you're looking at 8, 9, and 10, I don't see Tulane as good enough to compete with Bama, Miami, and Oklahoma.
No. And even we sit there and look at those 3 teams as like teams that like we wouldn't even really consider it as, we don't even think they deserve to be in it in a lot of ways.
At some point, someone deserves to be in it because you can't be putting an 18th ranked team in there at the top 12. But also, Tulane's probably not the right example to use because I think Tulane should have been in regardless as that one G5 team, your 12 seed, 16 seed, so to say. But JMU absolutely cannot compete with any of these teams.
Yeah.
They don't need to be in there. Pick whoever was ranked 11th. Who was ranked 11th?
Yeah, JMU shouldn't be in there. It's all right. We're gonna go to 16 anyway.
All right. So we're all picking JMU, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
I will say, JMU was a tough out against Louisville. Could have won that game.
Is that the one that they lost by
maybe
3 touchdowns?
They were on the goal line to make it a 7-point game at the end of the game. All right. They were in that game the whole time. Just saying, don't be surprised if JMU keeps it close in the first quarter.
Oregon did. Who were they? They were up by 1 or losing by 3 to Idaho like last year or something.
I doubt they show up like that in the playoff, but Oregon is kind of a weird team. Maybe it's one of those games they kind of play with their food a little bit, and we're sitting there in the third quarter like, why is this a 4? Yeah, why is this a 4 point game right now? Like, and they end up winning by 3 touchdowns just because.
Now that we got that out, Adam, you want to roll through who we?
Yep, I will take over. So your first game after that would be on 12/31. You would have Ohio State versus Texas A&M. We'll try to be a little quicker with these, they're just hypotheticals. Yeah. But Texas A&M versus Ohio State, who would you take? And maybe give a why.
Ohio State, because I think A&M's not as good as their number is.
Cooper?
I would agree. I think Ohio State's defense is just too good to let A&M move the ball.
Yeah, I would also agree. Either Texas A&M or Miami. Ohio State's going to roll that. Your next game would be Oregon versus Texas Tech.
I got Texas Tech.
Ooh.
I have Oregon.
You know, we're going to get spicy here because I'm going to take Texas Tech in that game too. I've been high on Texas Tech all year. I'm going to stick to my guns on that one. I didn't like the notion that them beating BYU in that Big 12 game meant that they were bad for some reason, because that's all I kept seeing on the national media was like, oh, see, neither of these teams are any good. Like, dude, Texas Tech whooped the shit out of a great team twice. And they whooped the shit out of everybody all year except for one game where their quarterback was out. I think they could be the best team in the playoff. Just, it's a possibility.
It's fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. I like them. I like them a lot. I'd take them in a very close game against Oregon. Let's see. Your next game would be Alabama and IU.
I think starting wise, Indiana has proven they are the best team in the country. I don't know what their depth looks like. Can they continue to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Beating Ohio State for one Big Ten championship game is one thing. Can they go and roll over Bama, Texas Tech? Can they do it 3 weeks in a row? I don't know. Alabama's depth is there. But I think Coach Sig's got one more in him. So I'll take Indiana in this one.
I'm surprised you have way more doubt than I do. I think this is just a beating. I think Alabama gets destroyed in this game by Indiana.
There's a difference with the schools that haven't established themselves yet. The depth just isn't there when you start getting subs in, subs out. And it'll show.
This is an Alabama team that has shown itself to be extremely inconsistent all year. And I would like the OU game is like a coin flip in a lot of ways. With no run game for Alabama, that shows up big against an Indiana defense again. Like, they have just as good of a defense as Ohio State does. Like, I think Indiana rolls them.
I'm going to pick Indiana too, but I'll make this point. This is one of those games where I think when we see who's playing and we know what have happened in our lifetimes and we're sitting there seeing Alabama versus Indiana, you cannot get that stigma out of your head. Mm-hmm. No matter what. If you just blanked out the names and you said, here's what team A has done, and here's what team B has done. You could even do it for the last 2 years. Here's what both of those teams have done the last 2 years. You say, holy shit, team 1's going to beat the shit out of this team. It's just because we're seeing Indiana, Alabama, and we're like, are we sure? But I don't know how many times I'm going to play this game with Indiana where I'm going to be unsure. They beat Ohio State and they beat Oregon this year. They can beat this Alabama team. This Alabama team is not a Nick Saban Alabama team.
It's not that they can't, but it's still Alabama, and they still got the athletes. And this is what I said when they lost to Florida State week 1. They'll still be in the playoff. They're fine. They barely got there, but here they are. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Here they are, and they got a decent setup, I think, to make a small little run at it.
Not to harp on our hypothetical game, but there is kind of that thing, too, where last year, none of these teams that had a bye did very well coming out. So none of them won. Now the seating was really jacked up. I don't think it's going to happen, but just maybe something to think about. Maybe that bye is not an advantage, and I think this game out of all of them is the one that maybe we could see like, okay, we know what Indiana has done. We know what Alabama has done. If Alabama comes out in that game and just looks so much better, like maybe there's something to that. I don't know.
What has
Nick
happened to
Saban
us?
still does have a hand in that program. Don't forget.
What has happened to us? Why have we completely flipped? Why am I the Indiana guy? What is going on?
You're not the Indiana guy. We all picked Indiana. It's just,
okay.
Man, you see that Alabama matchup, and you're just like,
I'm not
Indiana.
falling for it. I'm not falling for it.
That's right. Exactly. Vegas, though. How many times can you fall for this?
Vegas might put the line at like 8 or 9. It should be 12 or 13 to me, or even higher. Like I don't think this game would. I think they'd beat him by 3 touchdowns.
I love it. All right, next one: Ole Miss and Georgia. Cooper, you go first on this one. You look the most conflicted.
It's another SEC matchup that I don't like, but I think with Ole Miss not having Lane, this is where it catches up, and Georgia takes a 10-point win.
Mississippi probably should have won this game earlier this year. I'll take Georgia.
I will also take Georgia. I feel like Georgia, if there's an SEC team that's going to win it this year, it'll be them. It almost feels like they've hit their strides a little bit of recently now. Hey, we know how we feel about Alabama, but they dominated that Alabama team. Dominated them. They looked really good down the stretch. I wouldn't sleep. Georgia scares me. I can see a world where we're sitting here talking about a Georgia national championship at the end of the year. Your next game on 1/8 would be Ohio State versus Georgia in the Final Four.
Ohio State, Georgia.
Ohio State, Georgia.
Oh, we did the Texas Tech over OU or Oregon.
Yep.
Ohio State.
I will give Cooper the tiebreaker. I will pick Georgia in this game.
Oh man,
I'm gonna let Cooper do the tiebreaker.
To Adam's point a minute ago about Georgia coming on here late, this is what has me so worried. Is that Gunnar Stockton started to look better, and even though Georgia looked real shaky earlier this year, it kind of seems like here at the end. And again, it's tough because it's like, okay, you looked great against Alabama. So are you just faking me out because it's Alabama and they're really inconsistent themselves? I am going to stick to my guns that I think Ohio State is the better team. They have proven it more over the entire season. I still think their defense is, if not 1-2. And it's a close game, but I'm going to take Ohio State.
All right. Ohio State.
I think we're trending towards something.
Something that I said we might see.
Yeah, Texas Tech, Indiana. I think this would be a great game. I hope we get to see this game.
God dang, this is so tough.
Why is this tough, Cooper?
Because we're getting down to the good teams.
Indiana's going to roll them, Cooper.
Texas Tech and Alabama.
Game?
Texas Tech and Alabama are two different teams, dude. I'm going to take Indiana over Texas Tech in this one. I think it is a little bit closer than most people would think. I do like Texas Tech a bit, but I think Indiana is still a better team.
This is really just how much do you trust the Big 12? The Big 12, it cannibalized itself this year. Again, in a way. How much do you believe in the 9-3 Big 12 teams? If you believe in those teams that finish 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Texas Tech might be the right pick over Indiana.
See, it's tough.
Texas Tech hasn't seen a defense like this. I'll take Indiana for this one.
I hope we get to see this game. I really do. Indiana. I give Indiana's defense as well the edge in this game. I would also take Indiana. So, we're running it back, boys.
We are.
How would I know this would happen? Granted, I picked Georgia.
It was the best game we've seen all year, and I think it was very clear who the top two teams were after watching it.
Yeah. This is See, here's the problem. Here's what I'm thinking. Indiana already played this game. Indiana already won this game. But it would be the most Ohio State thing ever to lose to them in the national championship, then come back, or in the Big Ten championship, then come back and win this game. And win it by like 20 for something, you know? It would be the most Ohio State thing ever.
This is where I mean, with the depth. Can you do this 3 weeks in a row? We haven't seen Indiana have to do that.
What are you thinking, Cooper?
You know what I'm thinking.
I want Cooper to pick first.
To Adam's point, Ohio State looked at the Big Ten championship game as just another Big Ten championship game. They've been there a million times. They'll be there again next year, probably. Indiana hadn't won a Big Ten championship game since 1967, and the one before that was just after World War II. So that was a gigantic deal for them to win that game. It was very important for all those guys on that team and that school. Ohio State, I have a feeling, because, I mean, to me, it's obvious. These are the two best teams by a country mile over everybody. They are going to learn from their mistakes, and they're going to learn what they didn't do well and what they did do well in that Big Ten championship game, and they're going to come back, and they are going to beat them in the national championship. And it's going to end this Cinderella story for Indiana. That is a sad ending, that they'll come one game short, but that is something I could definitely see. This is something also that Ryan Day has been in the national championship game how many times? Has been in these exact situations how many times? Signetti's a great coach, but he has never played as the head coach for a team in the national championship before. I think he's a great coach, but difference between somebody who's been there before, knows how to keep the guys, keep their nerves down, keep them posed, composure, all that other stuff. That's what I think is going to be the difference, is experience.
So you picked Ohio State.
I'm going to take Indiana in this game. I'll let Hank have a tiebreaker.
Indiana.
Okay.
Thanks for killing no suspense. Thanks for
Hell yeah.
Suspense.
No, here's the thing. All right, for one, I will say this. For one, I don't think Ohio State makes the national championship game. I think their path to getting there is a lot harder. I think Indiana's going to be there. Indiana's path to getting there is very doable. They will face a bad Alabama or Oklahoma team. I think they're going to beat either one of those.
You guys keep calling these teams bad.
Okay. Not playoff worthy. Bad's a relative term. Not playoff worthy, two teams. I think there's other teams that did not make the playoffs that are better than those two teams, Hank. Asshole. Indiana's path makes more sense. You're either getting Alabama or Oklahoma, or they're going to get, then later on they would get Oregon or Tech. Oregon, who they've already beat. Texas Tech, who I think they can beat. I think Indiana's going to be in that game. I don't think Ohio State gets past Georgia. My national championship game would actually be Georgia and Indiana, which that's where Hank's theory comes in, where I don't know if Indiana could beat Georgia in that game. Kirby, that the beefy ass Georgia team. That's I got in my little bracket. I would have Georgia winning it, but for ours, where we got Indiana already beat Ohio State, they're gonna do it again. Indiana is your national champion.
Here's essentially what it boils down to. If Indiana gets past Alabama, as much as you guys want to say they're bad, they're this, they're that, if Indiana beats Bama, they're going to the national title. I think they're going to beat Ohio State again if they get there. I think, yes, it's an Ohio State thing to do. They lose this, whatever, come back, win, blah, blah, blah. Signetti's a better coach than Ryan Day. I don't think Ryan Day is a great coach. Signetti's a better coach. You see what happens. You saw what happened with Ryan Day and Harbaugh. Like Harbaugh's a better coach than Ryan Day.
I actually love this take.
Cooper doesn't.
I'm shocked that you could take a guy who has never been to the national championship before, never been in this position, and say with for sure that he's better than the guy who's already won a national championship before.
There's been plenty of guys that have. Ryan Day was born on, what do we call that? Born on third base?
Yeah.
What we've been calling? Yeah.
Oh yeah, at Ohio State. I mean, that goes for any large school, but Signetti really built something over there, and he did it fast. And I can't think of any other coach in the history of college football who's done that.
Sonny
It's
Dykes.
crazy.
I'm not sitting here saying that Signetti has no chance of passing Day at some point. Like if Indiana dog walks Ohio State in the national championship and beats him, and then goes on to build a dynasty in Indiana, like, okay, sure, yeah, he's better than Ryan Day. But like as of right now, you can say he's born on third base, but it doesn't change the fact that the guy's already won a national championship.
Achievements don't always make you better, though. Like
Yeah,
you can be more successful. You can say, "Oh, I have all these," but you know what Signetti's doing at Indiana is insane. It's insane. Do you think Ryan Day would do that in Indiana?
Who's the
seriously? Do you think Ryan Day would do that in Indiana? If Ryan Day took that Indiana job 2 years ago, do you think he would be doing that right now?
I don't think it's impossible.
No, he would not be doing that right now. That's our point. That is our point.
To say it's with such certainty to me is just crazy. Also, to your point about like achievements, like who's the best NFL coach of all time? Then it's the guy who's won the most Super Bowls.
Belichick?
No, it's Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's the best coach.
Okay. He was born.
Chuck, no.
You saw what Belichick looked like without Tom Brady. There's circumstances to everything.
I don't know. Like I said, I just disagree with that point. As of right now, I'm not saying that there's no chance he will pass him. It's still extremely impressive what he did at Indiana. I'm just saying, as of right now, the guy in the hierarchy of who you would consider a better coach, I would pick Ryan Day over Curt Signetti. Yes.
All right. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. My take is Signetti's a better coach.
Maybe if you got a group of 5 stars or something, then yeah, maybe you want Ryan Day for them. I don't know.
Signetti's a better coach. Signetti's, if he gets back to Ohio State, I don't think Ohio State beats them a second time, regardless of what happens. I think your major hurdle here is Alabama, regardless of how bad you guys think they are. They are still riddled with the talent. And at times it only takes talent to win a football game. Singular football game.
Is the talent going to show up in the running game at some point for Alabama here? I mean,
it showed up against Georgia.
Are you sure it's going to show up against that Indiana defense?
I don't know. That's why I'm saying if they get past Bama,
Alabama hasn't given us any reason to think that'll happen, though.
Yeah,
that's the thing. You're right. Like on paper, you're right.
There is a world where they come out and Alabama beats them by 20 points.
Oh, sure.
It's a extremely slim chance.
Yeah, but do you think Caleb DeBoer is a better coach than Insigne?
I don't know. Both of them just win.
Google him.
More importantly, Delaware is only up 7 right now, and Lunch Winfield's got the ball at the 25-yard line with 18 seconds to go.
You guys remember when Ryan Day had nipple piercings in that one game? Yeah. Like, that's your coach, Cooper. You die on that hill, buddy.
I cannot wait for when we actually.
Where's Lou Holtz at?
I really do believe we are going to get that rematch in the national championship game. I really do believe that, and I cannot wait for that game. Because even like regardless whoever wins, we already know that's going to be an amazing national championship game.
I hope so.
I agree. That would be a great ending of the season. Ryan Day's not getting there though.
All right. Do you guys feel better?
I can
feel better now. Who's our national champion? Our national champion's Indiana.
Our national champion is Indiana, and our Bat Flip show entertainment college football brought to you.
Could you imagine? Cooper ranks Ohio State first all year. Indiana beats him in the Big Ten title game. He has to rank Indiana first. Cooper's the only one that picked Ohio State to win the national championship. Indiana beats him.
I think it'd be even funnier when Ohio State loses to A&M or something.
You might see me show up after that national championship game with a knife on my neck.
No, you just have to buy an Indiana hat. Or get a shirt that said "Sig is my daddy."
Ooh, Sig Daddy. Anyway.
All right. That wraps up the picks and hockey and Cheez-It talk. So
go Hoosiers.
Have a good weekend of football. We'll check back in on Wednesday to go over and recap that weekend of football and how that goes. And then project what continues to come down the pipeline. Thank you, guys.
What type of nipple rings you think Day's going to wear for the playoffs?
Flowers.
I would too.
Yeah, make sure you guys let me know if you want to do something recording next week instead of just leaving me hanging all week.
Hey, when we record next week, remember when I gave you the whole rundown for this show like a week ago? You thought we weren't going to do it? That's crazy.
Yeah. All right. That's it. That's a wrap. Cut it, Coop.